It seems things are falling apart at Anfield at the moment. Liverpool are becoming the shadow of themselves. Every small team is now confident that whenever they are going to Anfield, they're getting 3 points, or play Liverpool in general, they are going to get 3 points. And a lot of them are doing it. Nottingham Forest, who are struggling lately, went to Anfield to play against Liverpool, and one would have expected Liverpool to get a 3 point at Anfield. However, they were humiliated right in front of their fans. We don't know what is happening at the moment. Anslot is not getting it right this time around. He won the league last season, but this season it seems they would be fighting to even qualify for the Champions League with the way in which they are playing at the moment. They are sitting 11th on the table. These are the defending champions. What is really happening to Liverpool? Former Manchester United player, when Rooney came out, he said that the coach should make a bold statement by taking Salah off and bringing in other players or to send a message to the players that no one is above the team. If the results are not coming our way, he is capable of taking these decisions. And I kind of agree with Rooney there. You know, Salah is a good player, no doubt, but I think for me, he needs a break. When the results are not coming your way, why not just experiment something different? Come up with new ideas. You have quality players. You spend £241 million in signing the likes of Vates and Isak. So why not just use them? At least let's give this man a break. He has done a lot for the club. You can't take that away from him. But at the moment, Salah is not playing. He's not giving Liverpool what Liverpool is looking for. And he's a guy that you build a team around him. You build players that are going to be able to assist him, give him assist. He was playing with the likes of Firmino, Mane. These players were working hard for him. He played with Jota. May so rest in peace. Jota is not there anymore. You know, now Diaz came. Diaz left. And now Salah is just up there alone trying to make it happen for Liverpool. And that is becoming difficult. So why not just try to use a different system? Use a different method to get positive results for Liverpool. Because this is not the Liverpool that we know. This is a Liverpool that won the league last season. But this season, they are struggling. And something drastic needs to happen in that Liverpool in order for them to start getting positive results. So I kind of agree with Rooney that the coach should come out, take a decision. I mean, this is about you. At the end of the day, you're going to be the one that will be fired, not Salah. So you should be able to bench him if need be in order for you to get a positive result. Liverpool were humiliated 3-0 at home against a struggling Nottingham Forest side. And that is not good enough. For a team like Liverpool, with the kind of quality that they have in that team, they should be able to be getting results like this. And, you know, try to keep the pressure on Arsenal because I don't want it to be a one-sided affair. I want Arsenal to win, but let them also have people who will give them a run for their money. But Liverpool are not looking like it. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of actions that took place in the English Premier League over the weekend. I don't know how your weekend was. Mine was beautiful because I enjoyed all these games and some of the beautiful results. And, you know, one thing I don't play with soccer. I watch soccer a lot, you know. So, but watching all these games and the results that are emanating from the English Premier League, the Spanish League, you know, the French League, it just gave me so much joy that, you know, I'm able to watch and be able to bring the results to you, you know. So in another match in the English Premier League was a match between Crystal Palace and Wolves. Wolves, who were home against the Crystal Palace. And I don't know what is happening to Wolves this season. It seems they want to go back to the championship and, you know, continue there until they gain qualification and come back again into the English Premier League. It seems they miss that division so much because with the way in which they're playing. Crystal Palace took advantage of the fact that Wolves are not performing in recent times and won that game at 2-0 away. Another team that is excited and is, you know, the fans are actually celebrating at the moment is Chelsea. Chelsea, it seems, they finally discovered that which is giving them something extra. It's pushing them. Estevao came to Chelsea. A lot of people are shouting this is a new Neymar. But, you know, I think 4 minutes is just too soon for everyone to start categorizing him in that, you know, with the likes of Neymar and Vinicius Jr. and all that. He's a young lad who's just coming up, who's doing very well. He went on international and he scored 2 goals there, you know, and a lot of people are beginning now to say that, hey, could this be a player that is going to win Chelsea Ballon d'Or? No, I'm saying no, because this is too early. Let's allow this guy to grow. Anyway, Chelsea traveled to Burnley, and they went away to Burnley. It was expected. I am saying to you, I predicted the game. I predicted Chelsea to win. I knew it was going to be a difficult game because Burnley are at home this season. They're doing very well. You know, they're playing with a lot of intensity, and that for me is a good thing. But Chelsea proved to be also a team that wants to stay in the top four. You know, I debunked the rumor of Chelsea being a title contender. I don't want to even hear that, because for me, I think it's just a young team that is coming up. They are building the building process. In the next 1 to 2 years, they should be able to compete for the title. But for now, they need to just learn. And this is Arsenal's time. So Chelsea, I know, two fantastic goals that were scored there. Gale came in and he provided an assist to Enzo Fernandez, who scored the second goal, while Pedro Neto, with an assist from Gittins, opened the scoring. Enzo Fernandez doubled it for Chelsea, making sure that they ran away with a 3-point against Burnley. It was an exciting result for Enzo Maresca's team as they are now heading into the Champions League against Barcelona. That is another match that a lot of us are looking forward to watching, because it is a game that we want to see a lot of excitement. We want to see how the young lads are going to, play against each other. Yamal's coming with fire with Torres and all that. They're coming in to play against the likes of Estevao, Gittins, Pedro Neto. There's the Chelsea side. I want to see an entertaining game against Barcelona. So yeah, Chelsea are now second on the table, all thanks to Newcastle United, who defeated Manchester City 2-1. And guess what is happening right now? Newcastle United, they're throwing jabs at Liverpool by saying that, stop asking us for a refund. We're not going to give you any penny. Because Liverpool signed Isak from Newcastle. Remember that long-standing dispute between Isak and Newcastle United. He wanted to leave. Newcastle didn't want him to leave. However, when one would say that it is a spare from Newcastle that is working for Isak, because he did not leave them on a good note. So going to Liverpool now, he is struggling to find his feet. And Newcastle can't help but take a jab at Liverpool by saying that, stop asking us for a refund. We're not going to give you any thing. Anyway, Newcastle United hosted Manchester City, and it was a difficult game for both teams. However, Newcastle at home should prove that they wanted it more than Manchester City. Rather, they wanted it more. 2 goals from Harvey Barnes made sure that Newcastle won that game 2-1 against Manchester City, and that win now they gave Chelsea the opportunity to stay second behind Arsenal. Arsenal are now 6 points ahead of Chelsea. Arsenal played at home against Tottenham Hotspur, and you will agree with me that in London it seems Arsenal and Chelsea are just, when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur, they just want to humiliate them, and that is what a lot of them are doing. Chelsea traveled to Tottenham, they won there. And Tottenham traveled to Arsenal, and Arsenal say, if Chelsea can do it at your home, at our home, we're going to make sure we do it. And who else than Eberechi Eze? Eze made sure that he scored his first hat-trick for Arsenal against Tottenham Hotspur. It was an entertaining match where Arsenal did not just allow Tottenham a breathing space at all. They made sure that they punish Tottenham Hotspur, and that is what you do if you want to win the league. I've said it a lot of times on this show. I'm going to continue to say that Arsenal, for me, they are the team that I'm picking to win the league this season. There's no doubt they are going to win it, because the way they are playing, they were coming closer, and today they are in the driving seat to win it, and I don't see anyone winning it in a season that is as chaotic as this one, where the likes of Manchester City, the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur are misbehaving. Who is to take it better Arsenal? They will have themselves to be blamed if they don't win this league, because the league is in their hands, and it is for them to pick points like this. So kudos to Arsenal. It was an impressive performance, beating Tottenham at home at 4-1, and to me, Tottenham just, they need to step up. They need to step up and start doing something positive, especially when it comes to derbies in London, where they're playing against the Chelsea, being it West Ham, being it Crystal Palace, being it Arsenal. Tottenham must just start doing something. But anyway, it was a good result for Mikel Arteta's side, and they maintained their top position, 6 points ahead of second place Chelsea, who is on 23 points. points on and the log. So the league is getting very exciting, right? We have to keep watching and see what is going to unfold in the coming matches. However, every team that wants to stay in the league is giving their all, to make sure that they stay. And those that want to win, they're accumulating as many points as they can now, with every game that they see. And I like it when you have an opportunity to beat a team, you beat them, right? In another game, Fulham at home against the Sunderland, it was predicted that Sunderland were going to beat Fulham at home. However, Fulham say, you know what, you are not going to do that to us at home. In London, we are going to make sure we deal with you. And it was a beautiful assist from Chukwueze, the Nigerian international, who gave these assists to Jimenez. Jimenez scored a fantastic goal to ensure that Fulham got all 3 points in that game. This is what I love about soccer. This is the beauty of the game. The actions like this is actually what makes me, want to continue to, bring these results to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving straight into the German League. And, I talk about these all the time, right? I want to see entertaining football, and I want to see a team that will dominate. If you have an opportunity to beat a team, beat them well. Trust me, don't give them an opportunity. Bayern Munich at home against Freiburg. This was a game that was looking like a tough game for Bayern Munich. They started losing. Freiburg took the lead against Bayern Munich. But knowing Bayern Munich very well and a team that they are, and with the kind of players that they have, they bounced back. They came back, Olise scored 2 goals. Kane, of course, scored. And they will continue to, to make me proud. They will continue to make me enjoy watching them, because with the dominance performances like this is what I want to see in football. They came back and they won that game 6-2. Yes, 6-2. It was a very interesting match. And another match that took place in the German league was a match between Wolfsburg against Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen traveled away and they defeated Wolfsburg 3-1 to make sure that they also maintain their position on the log. Another match in the German league was a match between Dortmund and Stuttgart. This was a high-scoring game, ended 3-3 at the home of Dortmund. All right, moving straight into France, where the defending champions are not looking like a team that want to slow down anytime soon. PSG, they are saying that, no matter how many times we're going to win this league, we'll continue to put the pressure and we'll continue to win it. We don't want to slow down. We don't want to give anyone any opportunity to take these glory away from us, and that is what PSG are doing. They played against the Havre and they won the game 3-0 to maintain their position on top of the table. In another humiliating performance in the French league was a match between Reims against Monaco. This was indeed a sweet and bitter result for both, as it was a sweet in the sense that Paul Pogba made his first appearance after a long time out of action. However, it was a good result for Reims, who were home and they defeated Monaco 4-1. So it was good that we saw Paul Pogba coming back, but it was also bad because Monaco lost 4-1 with a red card, and this was just mixed emotions for both players. It was good one for Rennes, it was good for Monaco, and also bad for them. They were on the other hand celebrating the arrival and the return of Paul Pogba, and on the other hand they were crying with the scoreline and dropping a point in such a humiliating way. Anyway, that is the game of soccer, right? You have to whatever it is that come your way, you take it the way it is. You give it your all. If it doesn't come your way, you take it and move on to the next game. So Monaco lost in that game. All right, moving straight into Spain, where Barcelona humiliated Atletico Bilbao. Barcelona won this game 4-0, heading into the Champions League against Chelsea on Tuesday. Barcelona, I'm so happy because I say it a lot of times, and I'm going to reiterate some of the things that I've been saying, that whenever you have an opportunity to beat a team, do you not waste it. Capitalize on the mistakes of your opponent and humiliate them. And that will count for you at the end of the season. So right now, Barcelona are a point behind Real Madrid, who dropped 2 points against Elche. Madrid traveled to Elche, played a game where everyone would have predicted Real Madrid to win this game and maintain their position of 3 points ahead of Barcelona on the log. But you know what? This is soccer. Anything can happen. You don't underestimate anyone. Play 11-11, and anything that comes out of it, you take it. People expected Madrid to win. Madrid were unable to win because HSA said, this is our home. We must get something out of this game. And they got something out of that game. 2-2. Madrid are now just a point ahead of Barcelona. Things are heating up there. And, you know, we want to see competition. We want to see things like this happening in the world of soccer. Another match in the Spanish league was a match between Getafe against Atletico Madrid. Getafe at home faded to capitalize on some of the chances that were created. But it was Atletico Madrid who carried the day as they won the game 1-0 and got all 3 points. All right, moving straight to Italy, where things are really getting exciting. In Italy right now, everybody wants to win it. And, you know, the surprising entrance, there's a surprise entrance in the top of the table, that is Roma. Roma defeated Cremonese 3-1 away to take themselves to the top of the table. Can you beat that? I mean, I wish this can continue like this until the end of the season, right? I want to see something. I want to see different people winning the league. I don't just want to see one team dominating. And recently we've seen that in Italy, where Inter Milan will win, Napoli will win. You know, so I want to see that. If Roma can also come in and win this league after not winning it in a long time, it will actually, you know, bring back the glamour that a lot of us are missing in this game, where you don't have to see only one team dominating. You want to see a lot of teams actually putting in the work and getting positive result at the end of the day. So looking at Roma now, Roma winning away and taking themselves on top of the table is a thing of joy, because things are just heating up there, where you see your Napoli who played against the Atalanta, they won 3-1. You have Inter Milan, it was a derby actually, Inter Milan and AC Milan, where AC Milan won against Inter Milan, a goal by Pulisic, to make sure that they all, you know, maintain their position on top of the table. This is getting exciting, guys. I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much, to a point where I want to see. Right now, you cannot just predict who's going to win Italian league, because you have Napoli, you have Roma, you have AC Milan, you have Inter Milan, you know. Yeah, and don't forget, we also have Bologna, who just also made entrance into the top 5 there, the top 6 there. They are also there. So this is actually getting exciting. And don't forget, you have also your Fabregas Como that are also on 18 points. And these guys, all of them are pushing. So it's becoming very exciting. I love to see this. I want to see the best coaches, the best players in the Italian league. You want to see all this glamour that is coming with this. A beautiful game. And trust me, I am enjoying every bit of it. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm enjoying it because I want to see good football. I want to see competition. The beauty of this game is that you are able to see all these teams compete together. You are able to see the results that are coming. You are able to see the potential in the young players that are coming up. And so far, we're seeing that in Italy, where, you know, Italian league is built for defensive football. You have good defenders. You have quality players. However, the game is evolving. It's not just your usual old lady Juventus. You have your AC Milan. You know, you have your Inter Milan. You have, you know, your Napoli anymore. Some smaller teams are also making entrance. They are making a statement. They want to be reckoned with in this league, and I love that so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are all the short highlights I have for you for this episode. Don't forget that the Champions League is coming your way this week, where we're going to have a lot of actions. We're looking forward to Chelsea playing against Barcelona. A lot of interesting matches that are going to be coming out there. And after all these games, it is my responsibility to make sure that you do not miss anything, you know, when it comes to the results and what transpired between these beautiful game of soccer. All right, until I come your way again, as always, stay blessed.